Who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa? That is the biggest question going on all over the world today. But as we are keeping the record straight, keeping the history straight, the question today is, who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa? Zonal coordinator says that Tinibu is sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Chike Doziemo, Chinasa Nwoshi, Mohammed Abbas said Nigerian government is sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, Eastern governors, and Pandef, those people who put their own children in Kaduna Perpetua, say that Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria. Now, Garba Shehu, Fulani themselves now are accusing Simon Ekpa, saying that Finland government is sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Later in the day, Finland will then tell you that European Union is sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Again, European Union will then accuse God, that God is the person sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa? And who is Simon Ekpa working for? Simon Ekpa is being sponsored by Lord God Almighty, and he is working for indigenous people of Biafra. And whomever God sponsored, nobody can bring that person down. And whoever that is working for restoration of Biafra, no man can stop that person. The only thing that will make Biafra not to come is sinking that territory, that geographical zone called Nigeria. They will sink it, that ground, that land, they will sink it. All the territory that made Nigerian map. That is the only way they will sink it, that Atlantic Ocean should come up and overshadow the land. That there won't be any place called, you cannot be able to stand on the ground. That is the power that can stop the light from shining. Sinking that land, like an earthquake will then happen, that territory called Nigeria will sink. Then Atlantic Ocean will take over that place. That is the only thing that will stop God. Because God is light. Light is God. Truth is God. Truth is light. God is law. Law is God. Who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa? Chukwu Okike Abiama. Who is sponsoring Nnamdi Kanu? Chukwu Okike Abiama. Whom are they working for? Indigenous people of Biafra. You in DOS, you said right in front of children, right in front of mothers and the fathers, young girls and the young men, you said that Simon Ekpa is working for Tinibu. Simon Ekpa is working for Atiku. Simon Ekpa is working for Buhari. Only one person. Today, Fulanis, Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, placed bounty from 50 million to 100 million to stop one man. Now they are now accusing Finland government for sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Later in the days, let's repeat, European Union will then be accused by Finland government that European Union are the people sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Later, European Union, that is the highest of this world, will then accuse God. Justice must be played. They removed Balabas and they brought out the miracle worker to be killed. They hand him over, according to history, in the cross of Calvary, which is making history today. Nnamdi Kanu is inside DSS dungeon, suffering, discharged and acquitted, and they are holding him captive because they come from Futajelo. And today, Fulanis that's pushed to P2B has abandoned P2B and adopted Buhari, adopted Tinibu. Then, why did they not adopt Atiku? But they adopted Tinibu because Fulanis came to kill and destroy you. The only thing you have, the only opportunity you have as a person that came from southern part of Nigeria is to fight for your liberation. Oduduwa and the Biafra. Middle belt. That is it. Nothing more. And the only thing that can stop Biafra from coming is that there is no land again found in that territory. It will sink. Then Atlantic Ocean will then take over. That is the only thing that can stop Biafra from coming. Apart from it, Biafra is a sure match. Subscribe to 555 Visions. Turn on the notification button because Chukwu Abiama sent us this message we are delivering today. The way he sent Elijah, the way he sent Jeremiah, the way he sent Ezekiel, the way he sent Daniel, the way we read about David in the Bible, the way we read about the power of Joshua in the Bible, the way we read about Moses in the Bible, the way we read about all the powerful people in the Bible. That is how Chukwu Abiama sent us this message we are delivering today. Because Adeboye is serving under Uthman Dan Fodio agenda. Oyedepo is serving under Uthman Dan Fodio agenda. Emobai is serving under Uthman Dan Fodio agenda. Ananche Jeremiah is serving under Uthman Dan Fodio agenda. But since they don't want the light of God to shine, Simon Ekpa is working for Chukwu Abiama. And Chukwu Abiama is the person who is sponsoring him. If you people are still looking for who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa, stop. Simple mathematics. You went to university. You have your doctor, your PhD. You have your masters. You are a graduate. But what you went to England and study, you went to Oxford and study, you went to Cambridge and study, is how to speak British English. But simple mathematics, who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa, you people cannot be able to interpret it. And you studied psychology. You studied the physics, you studied the science, you studied the medicine, you studied anything you can study. Simple mathematics. That is why half education is more dangerous than anything you can think of. Who is sponsoring Simon Ekpa is the question. Chukwu Abiama is sponsoring him. Later in the days, Finland government will accuse United Nations for sponsoring Simon Ekpa. Tell me whom United Nations is going to accuse apart from God.
Why do you think that is, Adam? Why do you think Finnish authorities have done nothing about this guy, Simon Ekpa, who's essentially trying to run a separatist movement from his home in Finland to affect Nigeria just ahead of your presidential elections? Why is Finland doing nothing?
To be very frankly with you, personally, this is my personal view, and I think Western relationship with Nigeria has always been double standard. There has always been double standard. It appears that what Simon Ekpa is doing is either not threatening their interests or is serving their interests. So to that effect, they will fold their arms and let whatever it is that happen. But if they truly care about democracy, as they say, as they release in their press statement, as they want to support Nigeria to ensure that there is free and fair election where all Nigerians are going to vote peacefully, the best solution, the best thing they need to do is to make sure that that guy is apprehended and perhaps submitted down to Nigeria so that he can face the justice of Nigeria, since it is hurting Nigeria, not Finland.
All right, former Nigerian presidential contender Adam Garba joining us live here on RT International. Great to see you. Thank you very much for your time.
As a coalition of Labour Party, gubernatorial, senatorial and House of Representatives and House of Assembly members from the Northwest, chairmen and members of the Presidential Campaign Council, members of the Gubernatorial Campaign Council in Kano and the Northwest, and zonal state coordinators, we have decided as a group unanimously to endorse the candidature of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu. We have also resolved to leverage our existing political structures to work on the mass mobilization of voters and swinging of votes to ensure his emergence as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2023 presidential election. By this decision, we have also made the firm decision that we have returned to the fold of the All Progressive Congress, the APC.
I want to tell all of you, we hope, pray, and know that Biafra will come or the zoo will be destroyed before 2023. Of course, everybody knows that. It's given. COVID-19 saved them last year. It won't save them again. This year, the vaccine is out. Instead of an Igbo man to be the president, or Yoruba for that matter, let Fulani continue. It is called Mirina Mohuana Manna Yupu. Since you people prefer to be slaves, because if we allow any of you idiots to enter into Asarok, after about 4 or 5 years or 6, Fulani will take it back for eternity. You would have benefited from your own wickedness and evil.